Good day. You have a test coming up in the near future on the kinetic molecular theory that we like to call KMT. This is the summary. It has some of the information, but for more details, you should look at your specific notes on any given topic. So, we define matter as anything that has mass and volume. We define mass as the amount of stuff or material in an object. Volume is the space occupied by that material. And energy happens to be defined as the ability to make things move, and that's something you'll encounter in grade 10. You should have memorized these 5 points of the KMT. You've had plenty of opportunity to do that. Make sure you've done it by the test. So we look at all matters made of tiny particles, and that's the molecular part, the little lump part. Kinetic is the motion part. The particles are in constant motion. There's empty space, absolute nothing between the particles. And the particles in empty space are so small we cannot see them with the naked eye. And heat makes the particles move faster. So all the labs and activities we looked at were illustrating at least one of these 5 points. You should be able to deal with solids, liquids, and gases. That means you should be able to sketch and describe their motion. You should know why certain states have a definite volume or a definite shape and why others don't. You should know the names of the change of state and what's going on, and also how it's changing the motion of the particles. And so, in many ways, there's not a lot to know, but you have to know it in detail. We did all kinds of activities, all of these activities. Some were labs, there were 2 labs, all the others were essentially demos. When it says the discount thermometer demo, that really was the flask with a liquid in it, where we heated it and the liquid shot out and we cooled it and was able to suck the liquid in. There are other things to consider. There's the drinking bird on the shelf, there's the balloon in the flask on the shelf, that's where the balloon's inflated inside of the jar. You should know why methanol felt colder than water when you dipped your finger in and took it out. And hopefully you've watched some videos about glass, which is a very strange material. There's a tick to the test. Make sure you make corrections to the practice test. And it's a good idea to study, so you can dominate this next test. It will be significantly more challenging than the first test on safety.